Hello. In previous video we created a corridor and we saw in that video that corridor was created, but it was not visible in the plan. When you just zoom in, you will see that apart from station ticks over here, there are additional ticks as well, and these additional ticks actually represent the corridor that has been created. We can easily see that corridor model which has been created. If we come over here to the corridor tab, and then you say there is a corridor by the name of ditch. Now question is that how can we make this corridor visible? We will for this to take place, or if we want to make it visible, we need to come to the assembly itself. We come to the assembly, and then we see that sub-assembly is there, and what we want is that we want to show in our plan view this wall and this wall. So we will be showing top of the valves, top of the wall of this sub-assembly. How can we do this? This can be done by introducing something called links in this sub-assembly. What is links? Let's see. If I click this sub-assembly, and then I can see that there are certain tools or certain buttons that are available now, and one of these tools is called add code. I will press this add code, and then it is asking me to enter code, and over here I will give it a name. I will call it top of wall, and I will press enter. Now it is asking me that I need to select a sub-assembly point, link, or shape. These are three different things, and we will use all these threes in our current and in our future videos. For the time being, we are going to use this second option called link. Okay, so select assembly point, we are going to use the link option, and we will come to click this this small line which represents the top of the wall. Okay, we can click anywhere, but right now we want to show this one, so we will be adding that new link to this wall. If we click inside, it will give a link to the shape. We don't want to go into that much detail right now, so let's click this link right now. I mean this line right now, so just click it, and we can see it that link has been created over there. And as you apply a new code to this link, the corridor, there is this warning sign which shows that we need to rebuild the corridor, but we will not rebuild the corridor right now. What we are going to do is that we will provide a link to the other part as well. So we will select the sub-assembly again, and we'll come to add code, and again we will call it top of wall. You can name it as the same one as the other one, or you can name it you can give it a different name. So I'll press enter, and then we'll click this top of the wall. Okay, and then I can simply right click the corridor and ask it to rebuild. When it rebuilt, and then if we go to plan, you may be able to see something. There's nothing that we can see right now, but if you go to these ticks, you can see that certain things have appeared over here and over here as well. Let's work even more. How can we make it I mean the corridor is not visible yet, so we will go to corridor itself, we will go to properties, and then because these links which we provided right now, this link and this link, these are really important if you want to show the uh, if you want to show the corridor. Okay, so first step is that we need to introduce some sort of links. Interesting thing is that if you come to the assembly and just hover, I mean you just take your cursor to the link, it will show something. It shows link codes top of wall, and if you go to the other one, it also says link codes top of wall. But if you go to the other links, it says link codes uncoded. So codes have not been provided to these links. Okay, we only have provided links to the top links. Now let's go to the corridor itself and just right click it and zoom to. We will zoom to the corridor. Okay, we will right click again and we'll go to properties. Inside properties, you need to go to parameters. Now in this dialog box, we will play with certain options. First thing, we are gonna provide let's just only show the top of the wall first. Then once we do that, then we will divide this corridor into 2 or maybe 3 parts, because in each part we will introduce new type of section, new type of drainage section. So to show the corridor or to make it visible, you just need to go to codes. Okay, what I'm gonna do is that I'll give this corridor, I will give this corridor a new style. I think there is already one created for us, and this is assembly. No, not this one. Assembly spelling is not okay, so I'm gonna fix this later on. Plain only code set style is the one that I'm gonna use right now. I'm gonna use this one and press OK. Okay, then I'm gonna come back again and go to properties, and then now we have this code set style already set for us, and we will just click this button so that we can make some modification to this code set style. So just press this button, and then new dialog box appear, and then in this dialog box go to codes, and inside this dialog box we are not going to focus on point or shape. What they are really important things, but we will discuss these 2 other options in our future video. So for the time being, we are going to talk about link. So press that plus button, and as you can see, there are many links available. You have 3 options: link, point, and shape. Like we said, we are not going to concentrate on point and shape. We will only press this link plus button. Now as can be seen, we had introduced something in our corridor assembly. Let me go over there to the assembly again. As can be seen, we introduce one link over here, link code over here called top of wall, and then we introduced one over here as well. Now problem is that this link code and this link code is not part of the style yet. I mean that style, that code set style that we have, this these links are not still part of that code set style, so we will not be able to play with anything or any style. So to make it part of it, how do you make this and that link code part of that style? You go to corridor properties, and then you come to code set style, and you need to click this button and then press plus, and you have this option called import codes. Once you import those 2 codes, or because those 2 codes are same, so basically there will be only one code. So once you import that link code, it will appear over here in this list. So click import codes and just window selection, okay, and then press enter. Now when you go to link, hopefully it will be visible somewhere, and you can see it has been imported right now into our style. Once it is imported into our style, we are not going to give it any description. Style, we want to show that link. For the time being, we are going to leave the link as it is. We are not going to play with the link, but there is something called material area fill. This is something that we are gonna change. So we will change this material area fill from none to something. Let's say ballast, no problem. We are gonna create a new copy of it. We will give it a name, and this will be called ditch wall. Ditch wall, and come to display so that we can give it a different color. Since our code set style is only related to plan, so we will only work with the plan, and those other options like model, profile, and sections. Let's say model, I'm gonna make it invisible. Come to profile, I'm gonna make it invisible. Section, I'm gonna make it invisible. So only plan is something where we are going to make it visible. Okay, select both these two, change the color to anything. Maybe let's say make it 40, let's say 30. Okay, and then press OK. Once this is done, now thing to remember is that you can apply any pattern to the top of wall, and this is something that you can do over here. Right now our pattern is solid, but you can press it to select any pattern that you want. We are not going to select any pattern, we are only going to keep it simple. So press OK, 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 and OK. Now go to ditch. So I'm gonna zoom to, and there you go, our ditch is there. Now it is visible. Okay, now problem is that in some locations there are these ticks still visible, and I think we should just get rid of them. If you want to show them, it's up to you, but I'll just get rid of those additional links over here. How can we do this? I'll go to corridor again. I will right click properties, and again code set style is plain only code set style. I'm gonna make changes to this code set style. I'll just press this one, this button will come to link, and then top of wall. So that shade or that color fill is coming from this particular location, and that link which we want to make invisible is actually coming from here. So I'll just change this to something. Let's say I'm gonna change it to none, or maybe I can introduce a new style called no display. So I'll select any style, and I'll make copy of it, and I'll call it no display. So this will be a new style which we are going to apply to the links. Once you give it a name, just go to display and just turn it off. Model, I'm going to turn it off. Section, I'm going to turn it off. So it's now this link will be this style will make the link invisible in all three types of views: section view, profile view, and even plan view. Press OK, 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 and OK. So I'll make it rebuild. Yes, this link is not coming from that So let us go back to the properties and go to plain only quote set style, go to link, and just go to default. If I make this default equal to no display default, because that link is actually coming from uncoded links. I mean, that link that we see in the plan is uncoded link. So, and your default style will be applied to that link. So if you make this as no display and go to and press OK and OK, it should go away. If not, then final thing, properties, link, sorry, I need to edit it, link, press this one and come to bottom, all of these, and make them no display. Boom, they are gone now. So this way you can just get rid of those links that you don't want to show. Hopefully this will give you an idea. This, after watching this video, it will help you a little bit about how to make a corridor visible by introducing new links.